Melissa Etheridge has an unbelievable career that spans decades, and in her new memoir and Broadway show, she continues to be one of the most honest and raw musicians of all time. Earlier, we spoke with her all about it. Take a look.
It's a need I can't explain. To see you again, I wanna come over.
Please welcome to the show, Melissa Etheridge!
Melissa, I love it. I'm going to play your music all weekend on the balcony just to celebrate you. But let's get back to you. You just released your new memoir, Talking to My Angels. But this is not your first memoir. You also wrote one 20 years ago. So I want to know, how are you a different person from that book to this one?
Well, think about how different you are from 20 years ago, you know. Wow. It's like that first book was the how I got to a certain point and, you know, sort of my childhood and stuff. This one is much deeper. I've lived through so much more. My you know, adult life has had many twists and turns in it, and this book has more spirit in it, more about just the journey that this life can be and how I've gotten through it.
Wow, such inspiring, like just your whole story is just so inspiring. Your life story has gone from the page to the stage with your Broadway show, My Window. But you said you actually had to cut some parts of your life out for the show. So what are some parts that didn't make it in?
Give us the tea.
There's so much that didn't make it. You know, there's there's stuff that didn't even make the book. You know, it's just my life has been very rich, very filled with ups and downs, all kinds of contrast, and you know, what is in the Broadway show is the musical track, and then sort of my my love life and that track, and then cancer and spirit and everything after that. That's pretty much the Broadway show.
I love it.
Well, that's a lot. Yeah. And just what a career. I think what really stands out about your art to me is that you're not afraid to talk about the dark times. A big part of your life story is when you lost your son Beckett 3 years ago, and you talk about him during your show. And as somebody that does stand up, I know how cathartic that can be. So can you talk to us about like how performing helps you deal with that pain?
People do ask me afterwards. I mean, the show is a lot of fun, and then right at the end, I bring in my son's death, and then how every day when I do this show, I lift myself up and say, my son would want me to be happy. My son would want me to go on with my life and my journey. He would not want me to take on any guilt or shame about the choices he made and what happened in his life. And that heals me every single day. I do that. Every single night when I do that, I'm telling myself that, no, get up. This is what you're supposed to do. This is the best thing.
Wow, his memory certainly is a blessing for you. You've always been an LGBTQ icon. You came out in 1993, and so did your biggest hit, Come to My Window, Baby.
She's never going to be on our show again.
She will be on the show.
You've sang that at karaoke a few
Yes,
times.
I am. I'm so excited to sing it to you. But I wanted to know, seriously, what was going through your head when you first made the announcement? Because I wanted to know, were you mentally prepared for what was to come, whatever it may be?
No, there was not a lot of people out at that time at all. It wasn't something that you did. We were in the midst of don't ask, don't tell. Everyone was like, okay, maybe you are, but don't say anything. And it was just, it wasn't really planned on my part. I happened to be surrounded by a lot of really powerful LGBT leaders. I was at Bill Clinton's inauguration, and I was like, you know, very proud to be a lesbian, and it just happened. And I tell you, people always ask me, you know, did it hurt my career? And I went from just selling under 1 million records each record to 6 million records that album. So it did not hurt my career, and everything's been fine.
Wow. There's a lot of power in living your truth, and you are definitely a shining example of that. But we understand your daughter got you into Taylor Swift, and you're also a big Chiefs fan. So as a football fan, do you think the whole Taylor and Travis thing is a distraction to the game, or does it make it more entertaining?
I think it makes it more entertaining.
Amen.
I think it brings in young girls. I grew up with my father loving football and loving the Chiefs, so I am not a bandwagon Chiefs fan. I've been a Chiefs fan through the really dark days. And so I love seeing all these Swifties, all these young girls going, who, football, what? And really, getting on and starting to watch football. I think football is a lot of fun. So I'm all for it.
There you go.
Yes, and congrats to your Chiefs as a Browns fan. I've seen the dark days, and I'm currently in them. So when
You're really in them.
you give us hope.
Yeah, and Justin, his Bears, they won.
Oh, I've been on the downslope for a while.
I'm so sorry.
Go Chiefs.
I'm so go Chiefs. That's right. D-Bale Nation, pick up Melissa's new book, Talking to My Angels, now wherever you get your books. And if you're in New York City, do not miss her one-of-a-kind show, My Window, going on now through November. Tickets are available at melissaetheridge.com. Melissa, it's been an honor that you came to our window. Thank you so much.
What a life.
We'll be right back.
Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you.
Come to my window, I'll be home soon. Thank you all so very much. Woo! Kate Owens, come on, Kate.